Everybody here are the avatars in line. There's so much going on in the NFT world. It seems like uncharted sea. Let Matthew and Grizzle guide us through. The speaker is ready and so are we. Let's keep sailing on the Metaverse. Thursdays when the lightning strikes. So listen up, there's a lot to learn. Keep the treasure in your sight. Please no one get the veggie draw. Just upgrade your microphone. Together we're strong, we ain't gonna stop. Welcome to the WIP Meetup.
Yo, let me get a mic check. Good audio? Good shit.
Yes.
Yeah, yo, sick. Yo, shout out Dragonade holding down the pre-whip. Shout out Foxy Yoga, who is not at the pre-whip, but hopefully she's doing all right. And shout out Subgeode, who's going to be DJing an upcoming pre-whip. We do this shit in real time. Yo, we're cross-streaming all over the place. It's possible we're in Decentraland as well. Shout out Juxton, who's been making that happen over at Frankie's Tavern. Let's see. I am going to, while I'm talking at y'all, I'm going to drop the link for where we're going because it is going to be a ridiculous, hell yeah, shout out Juxton for streaming in DCL. They're going to bear witness to this idiocy that we're about to embark on. So if you don't have your Metaverse driver's license, you can watch from the bar. No shade if you want to do that. Dropping some links for Substrata that we're going to be hopping into. So if you want to get a head start and you're in Hyperfi now, I'm not going to bother telling all y'all about all the links and everything or how to do everything in Hyperfi. The guest book is on the wall. I will be dropping the link in Discord here as well. But we're not normally in Substrata, so I want to give people a head start in case they need to update their client. But the web browser is actually working smooth. I was in there earlier today. And it looks good. So, what's up, Misfit Pixels? Shout out them in the audience as well. Let's see. I got to talk at you for a few minutes, and then we're going to pass it over to BeatMiner, and we've got a whirlwind tour of Substrata and a whole bunch of insane shit that is WIP themed, Babachi themed, and I don't know. It's going to be. He's been keeping it tight-lipped. So even I don't like totally know all the things, but you got a little teaser of it on social media. So let's see. What else? Matt rugged us. Matt rugged us, and we're changing Discords while he's gone. No, just kidding. About the, well, sort of, actually. Matt didn't really rug us, and he's aware that we're changing Discords, but this is some alpha. We are changing Discords. And it coincides with Meme changing Discords. If you aren't up to speed with what Meme Explorers has been doing, they're migrating to a new Discord, and you should join that because there's a good chance if you've been hanging out, you're going to qualify for an airdrop and all this shit that they've got going on. But been talking to their team, and we decided that it's time for the WIP to have its own Discord. So this is alpha. We're not in there this week, but the Discord is live. Dragonade set it up. Shout out Dragonade, and we're gonna have our own home to park in and do our own shit in, and it's been absolutely amazing. And honestly, we couldn't have gotten to this point without Meme Explorers, Johan, Flashmob, that whole crew support has been huge, and you know, we will continue to support their community and vice versa. But it's time to you know, differentiate our things and carve out our own home, while everyone else is carving out their own homes too. So we will be in there next week. So will anyone show up? Will everyone be confused? We will all find out together. We'll have someone playing catcher in this Discord. So join the new WIP Discord, and I don't know, say something to prove that you were there first. It doesn't really matter. Okay, I got other important links for you though, and actually this will all get streamlined much more easily when we get organized here. So we got a YouTube channel. If you missed last week, we were carving it up in CV. Shout out BeatMiner again for helping us out. Check out the WIP YouTube channel. We also have a Farcaster channel for y'all to post in, and we also have a token out there on Farcaster if you want to join the gang to somehow raise money when you get liked or, you know, some shit like that. Okay, Anyway, moving on. Sign the guest book because that's how you get all the things. We got a Halloween gift for y'all from Fabiano and Patrizia, Rats with the Pumpkins. They're carving it up. That'll get sent to your wallet, as well as some WIP coin for coming and hanging out with us today and participating in the event. And that all gets sent to you. Just fill out our thing. So let's see. What else do I have? We are going to do a group shot and maybe a handful of them. We got a bunch of iconic stuff if everything doesn't break that we're going to go check out. So stick around for those things. Try and get into Hyperfi. We got Paradox in the house. We'll be taking a group shot. If you have a question for the TheBeatMiner during today's event, hit show in the chat box at SHO, and he will relay them to the TheBeatMiner. And hang on. Okay, I'm trying to, y'all got to bear with me. I'm trying to get my links organized here. And is this gonna work? They're good. Going from mobile to this and back and forth and everything. Anyway, show's got an app out on Farcaster. You want to earn some WIP coin for throwing some shade at people? Do that with the app and earn some WIP coin concurrently, and that will be one other way to get this out there. So. Let's see. Speaking of which, you're going to earn some WIP coin for coming and hanging out with us today. We sent some to the crew. It is our token that we released into the wild a few months ago. And if you would like to scoop some up, NFA DYOR, there's no guarantee it's going to do anything, but you can rest assured that everyone in the community is hanging on to some of this shit. So if you scoop some up, you're supporting the fam, and everyone appreciates that. So without further ado, I am going to drop these Substrata links one more time and buy myself some time because Matt is somewhere not here. It doesn't really even matter where he's at because he's not here. And get into Substrata myself, and I'm going to throw the mic over to the TheBeatMiner, who's going to tell us what's cooking today, and I'm going to get in over there myself. So. The TheBeatMiner, we did this very successfully last week, and I think we crushed, man. So I'm feeling very good, and was honestly serious about what I said earlier, that Substrata is feeling very smooth. That's your cue. Oh shit, are you whacked? Hang on.
Try that. How's that?
Oh, we got him. Yep. There we go.
Sorry about that. It's me. Not a noob on Discord, but yeah. Anyway, welcome everybody who comes to Substrata this week. This whole build is basically inspired on our last Substrata, where everyone came in and busted up a bunch of stuff. So I started building a demo derby track, and then I was like, I don't know. We ended up going over to Ride Park, and I'd already started dumping Ride Park stuff over here, so it's just similar. It's use case through amusement and presentation, and just doing what we're doing today here. I don't want to do a tour because it's an amusement park, so I think people could spread out. I will possibly just mention highlights, and I think that that's the easiest way for me to do this, if that's good. Yeah, I got up today and had the URLs, and they weren't working too well, both of them, but I guess they're working again. Especially the web one, it had a issue with I don't know. So yeah, again, all of this is beta. One thing you can do when you come in is wait for stuff to draw, like the world, because then when you move around, it doesn't have to do that as much. It only does to do where you move to, and it also lets your avatars render. Also, we kind of got to move off the landing space, but a little bit though at the same time, because if everybody lands in the same spot, I think that also is I think those are issues that we can work on. A lot of times, like what happens is you all show up to Hyperfi and you don't come at the exact same time, and that really makes it a little bit smoother slightly. So that's awesome. Should I just keep going and with highlights and stuff like that and talk about different models and whatever? Is that what we
Yeah,
should
man.
do?
And if you'd like to sort of give us a tour, or we could drop some links, because there's a lot of stuff that you've built here. So even if you would just sort of like follow along, and I can screen share as
Okay.
well, but I think it's worth just sort of showing everyone what you built, man. And considering we were in Crypto Voxels last week, and this has a lot of similar vibes, maybe just revisit the difference in building there versus here, and how that's been.
Awesome. So basically what this is Ride Park 2. So it's not necessarily 2.0, but I do have this concept of being similar to Six Flags with these builds. And I don't possibly build all the models. I get models from community, which then sends me both places, send me specifically to sketchfab.com, which allows anybody to sign in for free and create their own profile and just download stuff or not, and also post anything that they want to that they model in pretty much any format. There's voxel people over there, by the way. And then there's a 3D viewer over there to look at the stuff, and then there's a ton of it is free or not. And so what happens is I actually kind of run into people from our community, like there's an arcade group, and 7070 or 7Zuri. It's hard for me to that. His is 7Orey. He's pretty popular over on Substrata builds, and another guy from Substrata, and they have free GLB downloads. Anarchy Arcade, that's it. And so some of the and then the Anarchy Arcade was an arcade that had all these arcade machines in it that were all different metaverses. So, and this stuff's all for free. A lot of it has Creative Commons licenses. So basically, I'm at the point where I can't buy all the things that I need. And luckily, if I kind of basically post Creative Commons and I'm not charging for any of this yet, I can use this stuff, and it helps to develop the concept, and also just play like you have a big train set and throw stuff on there that I don't build all of it. I just play with it. So basically, it's very similar in that way to Crypto Voxels. They're just the models can import into Magic of Voxel and or into Blender. Blender turned into a whole learning experience, and then they even discovered models over there at that Sketchfab that have animations embedded into them. That's what you're kind of seeing out there, whatever you're doing. And I started to learn that too, because basically you just have a GLB, but it's got complex motion going on inside of it. And some of it's kind of easy, and basically you can download a model with an animation, and you can actually copy paste that animation to your models and change the timing or where it turns or this and that, and really learn a lot. By reverse engineering. And it's not like, unlike music where you sample and kind of learn from sampling what the original artist was doing in a way. And anyway, if you're demo derbying and I see stuff is getting knocked over, some of it's really unstable. It's somewhat still concept, especially those cranes. They're kind of wonky. What happened there is I was like, I'm going to make a demo derby for the whips. And I was like, I started doing it with cars, and it got boring. And I was like, let me do it with construction vehicles. If you mouse over the construction vehicle, and it'll read E. And if you click your E on your computer, then you can drive it. WASD, WASD is up, is forward, backward, left, and right. Let's see what else about that. Oh yeah, space bar is hard brake. B is just regular brake. So yeah, and if you're smashing each other, you can use strategy to be a survivor by like using the wall behind you and not getting broadsided and it's just conceptual slightly, but it's something to do. And let me think about that. As far as again the arena, that's pretty much the start of the whole thing. Is that and I might actually build also a race like a NASCAR style racetrack out of the same similar build of the arena, but with a track in it. Let's see.
Dude, this is great. To me, this is interesting because it seems very much like a hybrid of like CryptoVoxels and something like HyperFi, where you can you got the VRMs in there, but you can like I don't know, you got like the CryptoVoxel style avatars in there, and I know this is very like a lot of your style is voxel. Dude, I would love for you to lead us on a tour of the rest of this park, man, and show us some of the other rides and everything. Yeah.
Let's do it then. We're gonna go down the purple alley, either above it or below it, and then the next thing that I would say, well, there's the coffee ride, but you can't ride it yet. Eventually, will. But now on the other side is the WIP crypto drop. You can go and you can actually get on that platform. And again, if you're pushing F, you fly. But if you push the non-F, you don't fly. So if you get on the platform and then you get not flying, it'll take you up, and then it'll eventually give you a little drop. That's kind of an interesting function. And maybe we'll come back, and then there's another platform at the back of that drop. Again, it's called the crypto drop, and it's got a big whip at the top logo. So yeah, that's kind of an example of animations, and they animated the little arrow, and it's all placed, and it's got a little electrical box next to it. So I think we should continue down that purple thing, and when we get to the end of the purple atrium. There's a giant Rizzle frog, of course, sitting on the monorail station, which comes out from the boat terminal and goes to another island, which we'll talk about at some other day when we build it. So if we turn to the left, pointing towards the boat, down towards the Ferris wheel area, on the left there's the arcade with Anarchy Arcade's little arcade machines, and then some other ones that other people have built that are really phenomenal. The funny story is I built 2 arcade machines for Substrata like 3 years ago. That one was a CryptoVoxels sit inside it to play the game. So I envision stuff like that where we can kind of, I don't care where you are. By the way, I'm really stoked that Decentraland is streaming this, and I really want to talk to Riz after next week about just always streaming it from CryptoVoxels from over at VoxCon, every week. It doesn't matter. We won't even, whatever. We're just, I think that's really bullish on what we're doing. Awesome, So anyway, let me move on. So yeah, I was really like kind of, when I discovered these models over at Sketchfab, and then it turned out it was Anarchy Arcade, who turned out to be a couple of guys I'm already hooked with, and one of them I already built one of those F1 cars for. So it's really circular and really fun. And I eventually want to get this to the point where some of these play. I would check out the CryptoVoxels one, and there's a Ready Player Me one next to it, which again I envisioned you go in and get avatars. Super future would be, you go in and buy stuff for crypto, and the stuff is for sale. And of course, at that point, I have to make sure all the model shapes and all the texture arts and everything, I have complete permission for, and all of that. These again have Creative Commons license, so I can do this, and I'm sure those guys like it. I've done the same with other degens who I'm friends with, and I own Nifties from, and we quote tweets. So But I ask them, hey, and they're like, yeah, use my branding for anything because they know what I'm going to do with it is cool. So that's why some of the F1s have branding on them. From prevention, from some really good users, some high end people that really value their art presence, and everything that I do, I try to make it like be contextual to that. Okay, so let's move on out of the arcade. Well, there is the Avo Smashers, which are the avocados in the bumper car arena. Those are rideable. You can get in them and go and smash people. I see someone sitting in one of them. Oh, there's two people. Yeah, they're smashing. Smashing. I put 6 of them in there, and I'm just like testing them out, volume, compared to who's riding, and cool stuff, and obviously inspired by somebody's love of avocados that we all know, and all that. I'm very inspired by certain surrealistic aspects of you guys' adventure and degenerate. Yeah, someone's doing some pretty cool driving with it. I don't know if the smoke taxes everybody's computers. It's emission. This is all stuff to find out. You know what I found out from last week again is if we all land at the same time, the crypto voxels cannot draw our avatars. I kind of hope that Ben noticed that, and if not, we'll whatever. I actually want to side note too that anybody, if you got a problem with whatever, with Ben or whatever, go to Pierce_NFT. He's the mod over on Discord, and he's also has the same profile on Twitter. So if you're banned on Discord, just go to Twitter and talk to him about that stuff. He's the guy that handles that. I don't think Rizzle does at all. We don't want to just do the dispute and resolution, which is perfectly acceptable. Someone else. Okay, so people can ride those. That's pretty cool. They are. I would say we go. Well, the snacks are right across the way from that. The food court and vending machines. That's another thing that I really like mechanically, and also just carnival stuff in Midway I find really cool, and it's very cartoonic. So I was able to download a lot of stuff from some of this is like from Coney Island pictures and stuff, but it's all like on our internet archived. There's a web. I think I put it out at the front. There's a credits for a lot of this stuff because I do want that to be part of it. I can't just display this without somewhere having. So I think that there's two web URLs, one for Internet Archive and another one for this. So and if you do got sound going, so there's a spam booth, and if you have sound going, I don't know, we're going quick because there's a spam booth, and you can get all the spam you want. And then over down the end, there's a slop booth on across the way, and you can get all kinds of slop. Hashtag any of those. The bar and grill aren't open. Next to the slop booth, there's free beer. There's a free beer machine, and that's actually playing a beer song. Kind of silly. Then there's the vending area, which has a bunch of degenerative vending machines in it. There's Wizard X's Fly Juice, and there's a Dr. Pepe, and some odd ones too. Some Coke, not Coke, but I think it's the almost Fanta one or whatever. Let me see. I'm there right now. Oh yeah, the Beatos and 7 Down and only Fantas and Dr. Peppers. Yeah, and then the fly juice is broken, so it's spitting out cans, which is just I don't know. I think it's hilarious stuff. Same with the beer robot. It's giving out free beer. It's kind of broken. this floor. And then, yeah, we got the spam booth with the spam truck. We're obviously shilling spam. Not necessarily the food, but definitely the art medium. Okay, so I'm moving on from there really quick. I think we're doing all right. Riz will jump in if you ever need to. We're going up the ramps, up the green ramps. On the right, there's the dino fights. Basically, just two dinos fighting. If you go in the cage and someone takes a picture of the idiot in the cage, that's kind of cool and funny. Cause yeah, I don't know. Yeah, there you go. Someone went in there. Yeah. I don't have a screenshotter at the moment. I'm too busy doing the show and leading you. Someone's screenshotting. I think you could do it in both both the web and so and again but last week's I took all of the shots of everybody, including shout outs to Paradox and and people just community, and I took them all and I put them together in a little mini video and put that out. It was last week's. I want to do that again. I'll do that for my things. I'd say across from the dino fights, I'm gonna keep moving, is the world famous Hibachi mini coaster, which has amazing sound again too. When you listen to the soundtrack and you watch the little things going around the track, I can do it for hours. It's a scream, and it's a mematic function, and it's great. Honestly, Fabiano just sent me a folder of all this stuff, and I threw a lot of it over Crypto Voxels. But again, I was able to take a mini roller coaster and work it into my own theme. Those aren't strictly Babachi figures in there, but let me just say that the influencer is my favorite figure of all time. It's just so on point. It's a rat riding around. I think it's a rat riding around with a phone, of course, looking at the phone, and it's got hearts all around its head. It just looks so in love with itself. I'm like, yeah, maybe. And there's a couple other the flying rats trying to catch up, and the butterfly is beautiful. So the Babachi roller coaster is just, and there's a roller coaster behind it, next to the world, which will be a future. I think it'll be like maybe the new Babachi or something. I'm going to work on a theme for that. It's similar, I think, because it's cool. And the voxels look really good, actually, in this world. I hate to tell you. I actually told that to Nick, the developer. I was like, "Wow, they really render like really good." He's like, if if that all folds over there, I'll just. He's like, "It's not gonna fold." Like, oh, all right. There's some dev alpha, because Nick came from working at the original CryptoVoxels platform, and then totally had blessing from. We all right? Everybody good? Just had a.
We're good, man.
Okay, cool.
I'm just blown away by all this. Yeah, this is incredible.
Keep going. I'm almost there for you. So anyway, as I was saying, yeah, Nick came from CryptoVoxels and started, and it was like all of a sudden he had little parcels, and they were really spicy. Everything was spicy and like Ethereum style, half an Ethereum and all that. But anyway, Point Shark, KBO, Metaverse, Wizard X, Digga Sassalander, and anybody I missed went over and was popping up their little parcels, so I just had to get one too. And then I noticed that they had I think it's still up in the web or the tool browser of Substrata. There's a go to Crypto Voxels world, and Nick was just doing some of the cleanup for Ben that really helped them come back to where we're at now, which it's a whole world of news over there. It's pretty cool. Again, Pierce _ NFT knows all of the. He talks to Ben, knows the elf, and oh yeah, he's got a blockchainradio.com thing going on, and everybody should be doing that, following that, and it's just like it was last week's WIP Meetup, and I don't know if it's this, he caught this one. Maybe we can get Rizzle to shoot that info to him every week. He'll probably post it because blockchain. So continuing on across the way from the Babachi, is the chicken crossing game, which I saw Frog. See, I was not bitching. I wanted on Rizzle to understand. I love what's going on over, like, say, Hyperfi or Somnium Space or Decentraland. I do not. I'm agnostic. I'm chain agnostic too, and I'm just art. I'm human. Yeah. Let's just do it. So across the way from the Babach is the chicken crossing, which again, it was inspired by the Frogger that I saw at Hyperfi, and just wanted to make my own. So I made, chicken crossing because why does a chicken want to cross the road? And then I made a highway and then I found it's actually a Frogger model from Sketchfab, and I stripped it down and I remodeled every single one of those little low poly cars and trucks, and I did all of the textures to them, and it was so much fun, including the airplane and everything. And then I got the sky bus in there because that was just like, yo, I've been really wanting a sky bus forever, ever since I talked to Riz in the old days, and modeled like, that's coming someday. We're gonna have a drivable one with all of the seats. People can sit them. We'll get such a picture. It'll be like, you'll want to be there for it. Same in crypto voxels, by the way. So anyway, if you go into Chicken Crossing, you can try to cross that. It's a really hard game. It's almost impossible. Eventually, there'll be why did the chicken cross the road to get the prize on the other side? Things are just it's just a soft opening, any criticism or critique is helpful in a positive manner, and stuff you really liked. I was mentioning that trying to keep my language down, and I've had people tweet to me that their kids loved the haunted house, and they'd sit on their lap and play on it. Yes, I'm like, oh yeah. So some of these can be kind of I just say for work, whatever. And it's not necessarily that. I don't really care about that. We're adults. So, the pre-show and the afties can do whatever they want, and I think it's good. And even here, not all of mine are going to be without some mofojis, and I don't care if whoever says mofoj or whatever. So anyway, Chicken Crossing also has a motor at the bottom and the back, so you can see how the thing runs. Actually, there's one over down at the Ferris wheel too. The Ferris wheel has a motor to run it, and so does. We'll get in there. We're gonna end up somewhere. Anyway, next to Chicken Crossing is a really cool thing that Substrata does, which is import boxes. And nicely too. It's a beautiful render. I really love it. The colors are crazy. So, Ride Park 2 has a voxel world. I don't have the title up there. And I think that the logo, I want to change that back to the block C, the black and white block C, which I love. You go inside, there's a few things. I just threw it together too, and it's just in progress. I spent 3 hours trying to get the money out of car to actually be rideable, but it's just too squirrely at the moment. The script is not the car. It's gorgeous, and some of the other people's stuff is. I'm gonna. It's just gonna take like a week or two to just organize that into properly and actually get some more items from different people. Talk to Brooke Hawk about stuff like that. What he thinks or they think. But Voxel World's gorgeous. I love it, and it's a great concept. I think taking a picture at the top of standing on top of that would be pretty cool. And again, on top of the whip, maybe over at the stadium, the seating that you came in, everybody lining in there would be kind of cool, maybe. I think the final thing I would talk about is the one roller coaster in the back. There's the one that I mentioned it's a work in progress. It's not done. The other one is done. It's called the drop, except that it's not rideable yet. Something I'm working on with Nick. Again, that would be just basically when the little car comes and you click mouse over it, it'll have an E, and then it'll only put you in the seat, take you up, and all that. But anyway, the drop. Yeah, I changed it all up. I found it online and changed all the animation. I changed the car totally because the one I didn't like the one they had. Put the platform at the top, and then I came up with the concept because I really like Farside from the old day. They're an old school um, rap band from the West Coast, and their producer on their second album was Jay Dilla, who just is my favorite beat in the whole world. Is actually the song "Drop," that beat right there. So I don't have any of that. I have the music playing when you go wait for the ride, and it's got Far Side album uh, um, textures on it. I don't have permission for any of that. I honestly do not have permission for the music. I actually did some stress stealing of it from YouTube. I got a YouTube downloader and then change it to an MP3 and then load it up into Substrata. But Substrata does really cool stuff with sound. So I could put it. I actually found I could put a little player at the bottom where you're waiting, but I also put another one at the top, and they were playing at the same time. So just increase the field of that area of the music. So yeah, and then there's future stuff. After that, just I want to put a convention area out here too that just possibly streams WIP no matter where it's at. Maybe out of the YouTubes, someone can because that's a great thing to have, and that I also say that WIP having its own channel with the voice is really good too. Love meme explorers. I have meme cards, marble cards from the ancients. I don't know if they even like talking about it or anything, but yeah, separating that to allow them to market as they need, and same for WIP. I actually have people I invite, and then I have to explain meme explorers and what's that? Well, they're selling. I'm like, no, well, this is such a gift of audio, non-show, kind of collaborative effort. So yeah, but not having to explain that and just going, yeah, go to the WIP one, and it's the same one. Yeah, that's great. I want to do more shows in the future. Going to do more here, like down the line. Maybe Christmas or something, New Year's. Build a bunch of stuff, see what I can get, and then come and avail, or whatever. And people can come to this address all the time anyway. Oh, by the way, there is a Rizzle Fest boat at the marina, which is going to be rideable soon. Not yet. There's a convention world out at the other end of that monorail. There's a small bridge highway going there, but it's not started at all. I got to do something with that island I got sitting out there. Maybe throw the dinosaurs out there. There's a dolphin in the harbor. Don't want to. I thought about this and I was like, I don't want to have caged animals like aquariums or anything, and just like it's part of my production value. Like, but having the dolphin swimming around out there is freaking prime, super prime. It's just kind of makes my day in a weird way. You know what I mean? I don't know. Go see the dolphin at my metaverse. Some of this is like imaginative lore using the art. To tell you the truth, I'm just not a kid, but yeah, just this is what half an hour entertainment for everyone. Like leave that other world. You don't even have clowns here. I did forget to mention, no spawning vehicles in the park, but seems like we all got that. And if you go out to the front, there's the no zucks and no bozos either. It's just pretty easy. No zucks, no bozos, no whiners. Puffs, okay. Have a nice day. But yeah, let me know what you think about everything as we go, and I guess questions or pictures or whatever you want to do is I'm kind of there.
Dude, I'm getting lost in here myself, man, and the level of detail is incredible, man. I was looking at the motor on the Frogger style game, and it has like a bocce sticker slapped on it, and a whip sticker, and the graphic level is really impressive here, man. I'm out here by the dock with the boat with the fly frogs on it and everything, and dude, I feel like we got to come back. We got to continue to come back here, and it's just an honor, man, to see. I didn't know. I knew you were taking images, and I had sent you some stuff that I said, go for it, use it for whatever you want. But to come in here and experience it, and to see all the whip stuff, and the Rizzlefest stuff, and the Fly Frog stuff, and all the stuff from the community that we all interact with on such a regular basis, like up here in real time and everything. It's an honor, man, and really again appreciate the time and effort that you put into this, and glad we're able to experience it. I want to throw the mic over to Show, and we need to figure out, if y'all haven't figured out how to get in here, you need to figure out how to get in here so we can take a group shot. If it's throwing up some sort of scary message in your browser, just ignore that and download the Substrata client, because that works much better anyway, and I got a scary message too. So I understand the scary message, but don't mind that. Just get in here. And in the meantime, I'm going to throw the mic over to Show so he can hit you with some questions, and we'll try and take a group shot at the end. So thank you, man. Show, see if you can relay it to the man.
Hey y'all, how's my audio?
Ooh, nice.
Awesome. Hey BeatMiner, what's going on?
How you been, my man? Good to hear you again.
Likewise. So there's a lot of detail in this. I think Rizzle's right. Like it needs like a primer, How difficult is it to build in Substrata compared to other platforms?
Pretty much the same. You can actually drag and drop the model from a folder right in there. Basically, GLP, OBJ, VOX, voxel, and images, GIF, and JPEG. And then I think it also presents Nifty and also does YouTube streaming, and then each model even has a spot on it where you can place an MP3 that plays from or with in the area of that model. So very similar. And then once the model's in there, you can size it bigger or smaller, left and right, rotate it, place small script animations into it to have it move across your parcel, or I'd say, again, thinking of it like that, it's very similar.
That's awesome. In regards to the animation, is that a feature that's already in there? Do you need to code anything, or how's that work?
So the interesting thing there is Substrata only lets you, for every model that you do, it only lets you. Okay, so basically, when you make a model in Blender, you can animate the model. You can take a model and go, okay, I'm going to separate this piece from that piece, and I'm going to have this piece rotate. But then when I export it all as one model with that animation embedded in there. So a lot of that is what you're seeing, and then the one thing that Substrata doesn't allow you to do is do more than one. It won't recognize more than one animation from the Blender. So if you do helicopter, you want the front rotor to rotate and the back rotor to rotate. It won't show. It'll only show one of them when Substrata. So one trick is to separate those and import them separately with their animations. Then it does. Or do one of the animations in the model, and then when you import it, apply another animation to the whole model from Substrata, because the Substrata also lets you do rotate in some sequence or up and down or yeah, basically any of the axes, geometric axis, gaming, XYZ, and rotate, and then even sizing too. Like you can make stuff get bigger and smaller, so you can make it kind of like do breathing. Yeah. As far so basically, a lot of what I did is like the whip drop. I couldn't make it all in one model and have the arrows coming down and then have the drop platform dropping. So the arrow is by itself with a separate animation, and then the platform is attached or something into the. But then when I import both models, I line them right up to the exact same spot, and then you got kind of dual animations going. Does that make sense? In a complicated
Yeah.
way.
No, it makes sense. And lastly, we have a question from Dragonate. He would like to know, who does he need to talk to about his Ben problem?
His oh yeah. Did you shout out if you, I think you did the DJ today. Thank you for that. I want to push that forward too. I was mentioning to Rizzle, maybe we can, because it was cool that the regular least scheduled DJ couldn't make it. And a community member jumped in, and I wouldn't mind having that be part of some of this, where we, do the pre-DJ streaming from the venues. Can be Decentraland and Crypto Voxels and Substrata and Hyperfi. And then, still do jump off from Hyperfi and stay there or not. Whatever we're doing, I think it's not really interrupting anything that's going on, but possibly, yeah. Yeah, I really want to get Crypto Voxels to streaming the WIP meetups wherever they are. I mean, it just makes too much sense to me. We're always going to maxi that place no matter where we are. And as far as the second question, so basically, like I had mentioned earlier today, I'm kind of talk fast or whatever. Pierce underscore NFT is the moderator for Crypto Voxels. I don't know if he's official or not. I think he is. And you can find him on the Crypto Voxels Discord. But if you've been banned on Discord, understandably, he at Pierce underscore NFT has a Twitter profile at the same name. And I suggest you go there and talk to him. I suggest PM. I don't really suggest open forum code shaming or I don't really like to read any of that stuff. It's not interesting to me. I don't care. I do care that you have a problem, but I got a list too. You want me to put my list on Twitter? So yeah, and then as far as just, I personally don't talk to Ben that way. I'm actually in the moment negotiating with Ben about more VoxCon. Want to become the director of VoxCon and direct what goes on kind of over there. Maybe not, the entertainment director, but the overall builder developer, and keep it as it is, but continue to develop and kind of reach out to people around that area, including shout out to Misfits, who has Parcel here and a bunch of OGs. So I guess the answer to my question is Pierce underscore NFT for your info alpha, and also I think he's the one that can work to Ben. Ben has a slight band hammer. Not issue. It's not an issue. It's just he's one guy. So yeah, I think that's the answer. That's the end of my answer.
Yo, good answer. And also, don't worry about Dragonade. Dragonade probably, we love Dragonade, but like he probably did something to deserve to get banned. No, I'm just messing. Yo, we need to get in here for a group shot. Paradox is having some trouble getting in. We had some people having some difficulty with the link. I'm gonna drop the link for where I am in front of the Babachi coaster right now, and we're just gonna sort of YOLO this thing. Sorry, what were you saying? BeatMiner.
Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. You're on the right flow. That's a perfect spot. I'm going there right now. See everybody.
Yeah, we'll see if we can get a couple people up in here with the Babachi coaster for a group shot. We'll need a fake Paradox, or we'll need Paradox to direct from afar. And if you are in somewhere and just wandering around, take us a couple screenshots. There's so much stuff in here, and there's so much. There's such a huge attention to detail that I definitely need to get in here later on, and when I'm not multitasking and actually take some proper screenshots and everything. So, yo, the BeatMiner, appreciate you, man. We're gonna roll the Paradox theme song, give everybody a chance to get in here, and see if we can get some shots by these rats riding the roller coaster.
Just a humble cameraman looking for a tiny bit of attention. It's me, Paradox. Get your asses in line and smile for the fucking camera. No one cares about Matthew and Rizzle, that's for sure. It's about me, Paradox. I'm taking over the show.
Alrighty, how am I sounding? 10 out of 10, 2 out of 10?
Yes.
Yes. Thank you, Dragonate. Okay, cool. I can't actually get in, as Rizzle said, but I am here, sort of. So I can see there's a Babachi sign. So I reckon everyone pile under there, as Rizzle said. Who's doing the camera? Is it Rizzle? So many people around? I have no idea who we're waiting for. So
Yeah, I don't know. We got MK Dragon is doing some sort of dance. We got an Anon that's dead in the tracks. The BeatMiner's looking fitted, standing out here, and I'm just sort of playing camera. So yeah, I don't know, man.
Well, tell you what, let's do the standard. Dragonite, if you can play a little bit of background music, we'll do, I don't know, 30 seconds a minute. And if anyone can get in, jump under the Babachi sign. Do something. Someone just died. And let's take a photo. Somebody take a photo for me. Probably do. Perfect transition there, Dragonite. Absolutely beautiful.
Thank you very much.
Alrighty, okay. Well, this is my perfect photo time this week without being there. So I'm gonna leave. Thanks, guys. See you next week.
Boo! Get off the stage.
Let's see, I'm going to drop the link to the guest book one more time. Make sure everyone signs that so you can get your Fabiano rats with pumpkins and some WIP coin for attending today's event. And Fabiano's mark is all over this WIP. The rats are riding this roller coaster right now. Iconic Metaverse Web3 stuff. The BeatMiner, for real, man. Like, it's such an honor to see all this stuff live in here. So many people have had a hand in so much of this. And dude, it's the little things like me running all over Portugal and slapping that Babachi sticker all over random things, and now to hop in the Metaverse and see the Babachi stickers slapped on random things in here too. I love the crossover. Yo, appreciate you very much. We're going to be back next week for a great one, a meme.com themed one to celebrate memes migration to their new Discord and what they've got going on. I'm going to drop the link to our new Discord, and it's like, I don't know, it sort of feels like we're breaking up, but we're not. We're like, setting each other free to independently shill our own things, but together because we love each other. And yeah, it's a good evolution. It's all fam and it's all gang. So but we'll be in our new Discord next week, and that gives us full control, and which basically means Dragonate is running amok in there. So we're gonna see how that goes. Appreciate everyone coming out. Don't forget to let Matt know he rugged us and reset the rug counter. And I think that's about everything. Make sure you stick around for the Afties with show. And I will see y'all next week. Thanks, everybody.
Wait, is this thing on?
Yeah! It's time for the Afties!
Hot takes, opinions, thoughts. Let's go!
How's my audio, y'all?
Yes.
Awesome. Yo, WIP fam, I can't believe that, like, it's fall. I can't believe that, like, Halloween's tomorrow. I've just been, I don't know, this year, man. I don't know what the hell. I mean, I have no idea. Right. But I hope you know. Okay, what I do know is that, like, yeah, I just don't know what's going on. But yeah, welcome to the Afties. I'm your host, Show. You already know. If you don't know, you will know by the end of this live thing, brought to you, empowered by all of us. All right. Click on me in the voice channel so you can see what I'm sharing, so you can understand exactly what I'm talking about. That would kind of help. Or you could just listen. It's up to you. I'll try to keep you as informed. Keeping you informed in the space. You should be more informed than me. I am the stupidest person in the space overall. Don't follow me. Don't listen to me. Listen to yourself. Trust yourself. I'm sure you know. I believe you know. Click on me in the voice channel. I'm at the top of the voice channel sharing my screen. And for those of you who already clicked, you can already kind of see what I'm sharing. So this has actually been bubbling for a while, but it went nuts on Sunday. If you've been living under a rock, or if you've just been in the space and then just like, I mean, like the space doesn't really have anything amazing going on, to be honest. So you probably kind of just seen this slowly bubbling up. So on Farcaster, a project called the Warplets, I wouldn't say out of nowhere, because again, I saw a bubble. I know the creator. They already actually created this. They created this project a year ago, which is hilarious. They created it a year ago, and people were slowly minting these. But anyway, so what they did was they added a feature so that anyone can mint a version based off of their profile. So the Warplets project exploded and went fucking viral on Farcaster, and then also on Twitter and everywhere else as well. So you probably seen these little guys or ladies. They're not gender specific, so you probably seen them. They've been all over the timeline to the point where WM Peaster wrote a blog post about it, friend of ours, for Bankless, and they basically explain that Warplet is a cheeky nickname for Farcaster's in-app wallet. True. So your wallet on Farcaster is a Warplet, but the NFT project adopted the name because obviously the connection. So anyway, it's a holdover from the Warpcast era that now it's also the name of a fresh NFT collection that exploded. on Farcaster since Sunday, and it went so crazy that people like it started onboarding people. It started onboarding masses, and the Farcaster company as a whole company, right? They well, actually I believe they're called Merkle, but anyway, but they, since they made a transition into acquiring the project, I would say, called Clanker. Basically, it's a token minting platform. Since they acquired them a week ago, then this happened. There has been a lot of people hopping on Farcaster, but still not enough. I still feel like Farcaster is very localized. There's a lot of superstars who get a lot more engagement with their casts than other people. I still don't understand how that works, but I get it. You know, I just wish that they would solve the bot problem. There's a massive fucking bot issue that is a pain in the ass that gave me a lot of issues over this past month, by the way. But that's neither here nor there. So back to this. They basically explain so they give the history about how DWR, the co-founder of Farcaster, was messing around with a wallet mascot, and then shout out to our homie Say Angel, creator of Livecaster, which if Matthew was here, he would corroborate. Easy's been in Livecaster too. So I think Paradox also was too. So they know about it. So the creator of Livecaster created this NFT mint with his project called Harmony Bot. That's kind of similar to Art Blocks, but not really. And so anyway, so it happened, and then it just exploded, and like a lot of people, they also had a token, and there's some mechanics there, or whatever. But the whole point is the NFT thing exploded, but it was like it was infinite mint, but it was blocking by FID number. So your Farcaster ID, that's what the FID number is if you're not on Farcaster. So basically, whenever you created your Farcaster account, you're issued an ID number, and it's in ascending order or something like that. So that happened. So this thing happened, and it just got a lot of people's attention. NFC mint, shocking, you know. I think it's around 37,000 though. So in terms of rarity, I don't know. It's on OpenSea. I don't know if there's traits. Wait, was it 37,000 or like 37 is a meme on Farcaster that basically means that 37 Farcaster only has 37 users. That was a running joke, and it's like their meme that they lean into. They have more than 37, obviously, but that's just what it is. But I think it may be around 5,000. I don't know. There may be like 5,000 of the NFT or something. I can't see. I don't remember. But anyway, so that's what it is. So that's what happened. The next thing that happened, the creator of MetaMask, CoinCensus, founded by Joseph Lubin, one of the founders of Ethereum. They announced an IPO. Now, them announcing an IPO and then being backed by JP Morgan and Goldman Sachs says a lot, especially since the MetaMask token is coming sometime next year. Who knows? Who fucking knows? They're always vague as shit when it comes to announcing anything that's tangible, and then when they drop the thing, no one gives a fuck. Do you ever notice that, like, when things come out, like you're like out getting like a hot dog, or you're fucking shining some shoes? It's like it's never like when you're like actively prepared to engage with someone's product. Like they announce it so far into the future, right? Like they announce it so far into the future. They're like, hey, this random day. It's almost as if like it's like a random made up day of the week. It's an 8th day of the week, and it's a random time. And they're just like, yeah, so it's coming out, and then people see it like, dude, I don't know what the fuck. Like, when the fuck did you announce this shit? This is indicative of the entire space where. So MetaMask mentioned that their rewards, their MetaMask rewards are coming out. They said yesterday that it's now live, and like no one gives a fuck on a Wednesday, a hump day, that your rewards are live. But get this, users of the extension can't opt in yet. You have to opt in to start accruing your rewards. But the majority of users. Wait, let me backtrack. Sorry, you have to opt in by using their mobile app. If you use their mobile app, they say you're good. But your mobile app just came out like fucking 3 days ago. No one's on that shit. Everyone uses MetaMask via the extension. So I get that you're trying to funnel people into your mobile app so you can compete with the base app and everything, but no one's using this product. No one like gets it, right? So everyone's like, hey man, you do know that everyone uses your extension. You do know MetaMask. You do know what MetaMask is, right? Like, so then they're like, yeah, it's coming. It's on the way. And you know, in hindsight, I mean, not in hindsight, just like in current sight and present sight, like I get it. You have like bot issues, you have like gamified issues. There are reasons why, you know, I get why this. It's probably security issues. You just want to make sure it doesn't get fucked up. So, I mean, they also said this. They said this. Maybe you can make sense of this. This is Michael K, the senior BD manager, product safety, you know, guy or whatever. They said all the answers to the top questions, issues, and concerns for the rewards. OGs, degens, anyone that used MetaMask swaps, bridge at any time can earn up to 50k points from their wallets that have at least $1,250 in volume. $1,250 is such an arbitrary number. I'm just like, yeah, I don't know why points. I don't understand points, right? But and then also you have at least 1,000. Sir, I've been using your products for over 6 years. I'm sure I've cleared this, but even then I'm worried that I didn't clear it because I don't know what you're tabulating, right? That's the word. I don't know what you're quantifying. I don't know what you're. Anyway, so he says, if you have 0 points or a lot of historical transactions, it will initially take time for points to calculate and show up as data, fetch data. Yeah. So every point contributes to upcoming airdrops and gets you more rewards. There are no caps on the amounts of points you can earn. Starting off with 30 million in Linnea token distribution to anyone who has at least 1k points, not 30 million tokens, literally $30 million worth of Linnea tokens. So I'm pretty sure you're all wondering, what the fuck is Linnea? I'm gonna be honest with you too. I've only seen Linnea in one place, and that as an RPC in your MetaMask wallet when you try to switch from, like, let's say Ethereum mainnet to Polygon or Base. You know, chains that matter, L2s that make sense. What the fuck is Linnea? And then $30 million in a token that no one uses. And then they try to say, oh, it's not 30 million tokens, but it's $30 million. Dude, I don't know what the you mean to tell me I have to switch to that L2 to get the token, then I have to spend gas in order to bridge it back to something that people fucking use or care about. And then get this. Then there are tiers, there are boosts, there are benefits for having points and discounts when you trade perps, swap tokens, this is exhausting. Look, I am rewards-based exhausted. And I'm pretty sure everyone else is. This is like a malignant fucking virus that doesn't go away. It's worse than herpes. who's this person that's going around to all of these companies and giving presentations and explaining to them that rewards based things is like the way to go, and then hinting at airdrops, but airdrops that are 2 years, 3 years into the fucking future, and then you have to accrue points. Like, who's like, this is exhausting. This is like I don't want to use. I don't know if I want to use your product three years from now. I don't know. I think I've used it enough. I have used your product enough. I don't think I want to use it more at this. This is like, I mean, this is it's the same thing with fucking with OpenSea. I don't give a shit about your, like, I thought the whole point of games is like games are fun, right? This is not fun. And then trading perps, I'm not incentivized. Like, the greed isn't strong enough to trade perps on Ethereum when gas fees are too high. Like, do you not understand? Or swapping tokens now? Like, I don't want to do that. It's expensive, and frankly, it's boring. And then, yeah, thank you, MK Dragon. Like, and oh yeah, oh shit, look at it. All right, so get this. It says that the season ends in 84 days. How many days are left in 2025? There's like 64 days left in 2025. And then there's supposed to be an airdrop, but I'm assuming so February 1st is when the airdrop happens. Why are all these airdrops? I mean, all right, I guess taxes. You don't want it to be on the books for 2025. You want to push it and then give yourself like 10 month buffer or something. I don't, man, dude, a rewards thing that's 84 fucking days is ridiculous. This is fucking ridiculous, man. And then check this out. They say the goal is to make the most frictionless experience using MetaMask wallet, card, and trading. It's not available for extension just yet, but if you opt in on mobile, you do anything eligible on the extension, it'll still earn points. And then they're working on wallet support. Dude, I'm just 84 days, man. 84 days? It's like, this is past. All right. Yo, so tell me if I'm like, this doesn't make sense. Wouldn't you, as a big company, want to do like the gift giving incentive thing in order to recapture energy and blah blah blah, either for like Black Friday or, more importantly, like the Christmas thing, right? The happy holidays from MetaMask, happy holidays from right? Doesn't that like make, like, hey, OpenSea, the treasure chest, like, doesn't that make sense? Oh my god, dude. This is why, I mean, this is why these motherfuckers don't want to hire me, man. This is why these people don't want me on their team, because I guess I make it make too much sense. Oh man, I've never felt more like, I feel like I'm getting taken advantage of by OpenSea and MetaMask blatantly from this thing. I feel like it's like, yeah, you want to make money, but you have some weird convoluted way of making the money. I'm like, how does this work? But I feel like I'm losing it in the process. And I don't understand how. I don't, like, this is the first time in a very long time where I don't understand the crypto. I don't know, man. Lastly, speaking of not understanding, Monad. So remember Monad? Monad, they released a tweet that said a few days ago that said, there's no lock period, by the way. There's no lock period for the airdrop allocation, and then people were like, huh? And then they started complaining, but they're not complaining, they were just confused as to what the fuck is the point then, or something. No. Token lock, no token lock is, for me, is good. Just give the shit, you know what I'm saying? But it was just more of like, it didn't seem like they're in tune or lockstep with what they're trying to do. Then they say there are allocations for 230,000 users. But as far as I know, none of us were eligible, you know? Like, Monad is just another thing that doesn't make any fucking sense to me. Oh, you're eligible? Oh shit, I gotta check, man. But I don't think it's anything, man. I don't think it's anything, because it said I wasn't eligible, and yeah, I've been all over Farcaster, you know. Wait, Nate, that link is that link? Is that link?
That is actually real. That is the official link that's on their Twitter.
Wait. CALIM.monad?
Yeah, claim.monad.xyz.
Okay.
Oh, sorry, I spelled it wrong. Thank you. That makes more sense.
No, I wasn't trying to be funny. I'm really trying to confirm. I'm like, is that like how they because dude, I don't understand this shit. I don't know if they're being cute or like, I don't understand anymore. I don't understand, man. I need somebody to make it make sense. With fam, my only advice is, like, for these final months of the year, I just hope you make it make sense for me, because nothing makes sense anymore. nothing makes sense. NFADYOR. Thank you so much for coming through to this edition of the Afties. Shout out to the entire leadership crew at meme.com. Oh man, shout out to migration and all that. Much love on that. Shout out to the entire WIP crew. Love each and every single one of you. And WIP fam, I don't know, man. I want crypto to be as great as it used to be and feel as great as it used to feel. I don't know where it's at the moment. It just seems very, 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 very vague to me. So yeah. But anyway, thank you so much. Much love, and I'll see you later.
And purchase. Happy sunshine, mashed potatoes. I want chicken, cheese. Yes. Oh, cheese. Oh, cheese. Oh, cheese. Oh. This is awesome. Awesome. Sweet dreams are made of cheese. Pizza's good too. I like where this is going. Yeah. Fuck yes, cheese. Kill the audio bombs with fire. Death to audio problems. Lactose intolerant people, I am so sorry. Give me that check. Give me that check. I got carried away. We all love a good token smart song. Cheddar, blue cheese. Better Way says cheese emoji. Randolph has cheese. Token smart with extra cheese. Death to audio problems. Death to audio problems. Cheddar is better. Won't go out for days. Cheese is life. Fuck yes. Oh, death to audio the cheese. Audio problems don't deserve to live. To emoji with the tongue sticking out. Emmentaler and Gruyere. That almost rhymes. Cheddar is money given now. Spend some of your cheddar on that, please. Rizzle says death to audio problems. Rizzle says death to audio. Rizzle says death to audio problems. Rizzle says death to audio. Lots of gifts of cheesy things, all up in the Discord of Token Smart. Oh, lots of gifts of cheesy things, cat with heart eyes, clap, clap, clap. Cheesesteak, cookies, hi, cheese is the best. Gifts of cats with cheese on their faces, death, death, death. The only thing we love more than cheese is gifts. The only thing is fondue. Rizzle says death to audio problems. Rizzle says death. Audio milk. Cheese is live. Audio problems. Cheese is dying. Oh yeah. Yay, the little kitten says LOL. And Elmo's on fire, and Ernie's got condoms on his ears, so fire, so fire. Death to audio, death to audio, LMAO. Give me cheese, oh give me death to audio, death to audio. Vibe check. Vibe check, death to high ping. I want some lemonade, make cheese great again. Condoms on the ears, that's what it looked like to me. Oh, death to audio problems, to audio, death to audio problems, to audio. I'm vibing, make cheese lemonade. When life gives you rotten cheese, you make cheese lemonade. So much cheese and some sriracha, some cheese and some sriracha. Me vibing big time when Rizzle coins. You make nachos, you make nachos. Love the song so dope, stuff that cheese in your face. Stuff that cheese in your face with jalapeno. With jalapeno. In your face, cheese whiz. Pickles, yes, cheese whiz. In your face, I said death to audio, to audio, oh death to audio, to audio, oh death to audio, to audio. That's it. Oh my lord. Whew. I have to turn on the fan.